Shalom, 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 Yasha Allah. This your boy, Brother Shamuel Allah, back at you with another quick edifying video. Today's lesson is going to be called Be Fervent for this ministry. All right, be fervent for this ministry. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Halal Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahawah, and His only begotten Son's name, who you ignorantly call Jesus, whose name is Yahawashi, right? And the Holy Spirit, which is the Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone who have ruled well through the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days, and has pushed this gospel and this truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom. Another mighty shalom to all you Akim out there laboring on the highways and on the hedges and on the unicorn, which is this internet, pushing this 100% doctrine, this 100% truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom to you all as well. All right. Today's lesson, comes to the spirit and power of Yahawashi. And one of my brothers was doing a lesson last night, talking about, being on fire for Yahawashi, staying on fire, and that had got me to, thinking, about the same thing. And, I looked up the word fervent, right? The fervent is talked about in the scriptures, right? It says, the definition of fervent, it says having or displaying a passionate or intensity. It says hot, burning, or glowing, right? Because remember, Babylon is going to burn with a fervent heat, a hot, burning, glowing. What John the Revelator saw was he saw the lake of, America, aka Babylon, on fire, looking like a lake. All right, because the thing was he was looking at it, from the chariot, okay, with that the glass mingled with fire. He was looking down, from a glass from the chariot, looking down and seeing, aka Babylon on fire, and it looked like a lake of fire. All right, because it was glowing, hot and burning. Okay, and we know that that's what's prophesied, for Babylon. All right. But, you see the other is having or displaying a passionate intensity, right? And you had to be fervent for this ministry, man, right? You had to be fervent for this work. All right. To do this truth, man, and, this is not, I constantly say that this is not a, like a part-time thing, right? You have, your Israelites who, they'll do this, just on Saturdays. They go out there, put their little fringes. This is an everyday, ongoing thing. All right. This honestly is your main work. All right, is to do the work of Yahawashi. All right, be that watchman. Matter of fact, let's get this real quick. Right, we have to stay on fire. We have to be fervent for this thing. You have to have a passion and an intensity for this, man. Right, the Lord is looking. Matter of fact, I had something written down, but I'm probably got to go somewhere else. I always bring this up. Salakia. Let's get this real quick. The book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 11. All right. It says, not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving Yahawashi. All right. And that's how we have to be. All right. Not slothful in this thing. You shouldn't have to be told to do this work, man. Right. You should be waking up thinking about doing this work, going to sleep thinking about doing this work. All right. Pushing this gospel, pushing this good news. All right. This should be constantly in your mind. When you think about a businessman, especially someone who owns their own business, one of their things, they're constantly thinking about, how they can make their business grow. All right. This is your business. All right. Yahawah Bahasham Shai has given you, like the scriptures talk about, has given you these talents. And you're supposed to use these talents to grow the business. All right. And you have to have a passion and an intensity to do this thing. All right. So this is the book of Romans chapter 12, verse 11. It says, not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving Yahawah Bahasham Shai. Right. Romans chapter 12 and 11 in the NLT, it says, never be lazy, but work hard and serve Yahawah Bahasham Shai enthusiastically. All right. Enthusiastically. Let me see something. And we look up this word fervent, right? It says to boil with heat, to be hot, right? Used of water, used boiling, anger, love, zeal for what is good, right? A fervent in spirit, the zeal for what is good, right? You have that zeal, all right? You have that zeal. Matter of fact, let's look at that real quick. In Salakia, yep, I'm going on a whole nother thing. Let's look up zeal. Right. Let's look at this real quick. Let's look up the word zeal. My zeal. It says Yahawah. Right. It says adore, zeal. It says jealousy. It says a men of the Most High. Jealousy, right, and resulting in the wrath. Okay, I just wanted to see what that word is. Salakia. But we have to. Matter of fact, I want to see what it is in the. What is that? Salakia. Let's go to. What does it say in? Is it Romans? Romans 10. Right. See this word in the Greek. That they have a zeal, zealous, right? Zealous, right? It says excitement of mind, a fervor, spirit, right? That's that heat, that intensity, right? It says embracing, pursuing, defending anything. It says zeal in behalf of, the fierceness of indignation, an envious or contentious rivalry or jealousy. The zeal, right? You got to have this passion, man. You have to have an excitement of mind, man. When you read these scriptures, man, this stuff should be, man, you should be excited to, when you read, man, brothers get into Yahawashi, man, we be fired up, man. We be fired up with, with zeal and passion, but this ministry, you have to have, you have to be fervent in it. Okay, you have to be fervent in it. All right. Yahawashi told him what, matter of fact, let's go to this real quick. I had it in my mind. Let's go to John 4. Right. The Lord is looking for folks who who want to do this. It's their passion. All right. It says, John chapter 4, now start at verse 23, it says, but the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father seeketh such to worship him. Right? That's what he's looking for. Right? Those who are fervent for him. All right? It says the Most High is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. All right? And if you have that, you have that, you have that zeal, you have that fire, to be able to serve Yahawah Bahasham Shai. Right? The NLT says, but the time is coming, indeed, it's here now, when true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth, The Father is looking for those who will worship him that way. All right. For the Most High is a spirit, so those who worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. All right. Yahawashi told you, hey, we'll stay in the book of John. We'll go to 9. Right. It says, verse number 4, it says, I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work. Right. And Yahawashi was that example. You know, he kept doing the work. All right. It says we must quickly carry out the task assigned us by the one who sent us. The night is coming when no man can work. Okay. And there's coming that time, right, when no man can work. Right. I want to get this real quick. You know, this is, like I said, Yahawashi was an example. You know, this is the book of John, chapter 21. Let's see. Yep, 21 and verse 24. It says, this is the disciple which testifieth of these things and wrote these things, and we know that his testimony is true. It says, and these also and many other things which Yahawashi did, right? He was doing the work constantly, right? How much work was he doing? It says, the which, if they should be written, every one, I suppose that even the world itself could not contain the books that should be written, right? Money. All right. Let's read in the NLT, verse 25. It says, Yahawashi also did many other things. If they were all written down, I suppose the whole world could not contain the books that would be written. Right? That's how much work Yahawashi was doing, right? The Lord, our Lord Yahawashi was doing. All right? He was that example to us. All the works that he was doing. All right? And we have to have that same heat, that same intensity, that same passion, you know, for this, you know, and the scriptures, you know, talk about, you know, speaking to one another daily. I believe that's Malachi 3, verse number 16, right? It says, it says, then they that feared Yahawashi spake often one to another, and Yahawashi hearkened and heard it. And the book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared Yahawashi and that thought upon his name. All right. And that's the thing, you know, us speaking, you know, through these words, right? Through these videos. All right. Through going onto the highways and head, we're speaking, you know, often, you know, we're speaking often one to another. All right. You know, lifting up, exhorting, you know, and I heard, and I can't remember the video, you know, I believe it was Elder Apostle Tahar, you know, he was saying that, you know, that GMS has done so many videos that you couldn't watch it. You couldn't watch all the videos, right? Because, you know, he said, you know, basically GMS and affiliate, there's so many videos out there. You don't even have time. There's not enough time to even watch all the videos. But that's how much the Lord is flooding, you know, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you know, where you can't say that you couldn't see it. You couldn't get it. All right. And you have to understand, you know, this work that we work, it's about the elect. All right. And we're enduring these things for the elect's sake. Right. And you have to have that passion, you know, and fervent spirit, you know, to do this work. Right. And not just for yourself. Right. But understand it's a bigger picture, man. This is about the elect on this side. All right. And this work of enduring is about the elect. Lord's will, we're part of that number. But if not, hey, we're doing this work, you know, so that the elect, right? Let's get that. 2 Timothy 2, I believe it's 10. I'll just get to the point. Verse 10. It says, therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Hamashiach Yahawashi with eternal glory. Right? In the NLT it says, so I am willing to endure anything if it would bring salvation and eternal glory in Hamashiach Yahawashi to those that the Most High has chosen. And that's got to be that mindset, man. Right? Yahawashi paid the price for Israel. Right? For Israel as a whole. Okay? He did that, and that same spirit, that same fervent, and that zeal, we should have that same passion, man, right? Of doing this work, right? And being fervent, for this ministry, man. This is a beautiful thing, and then we were talking about it, me and the brethren, we were just talking about, man, how many people actually don't know this. Right, we was talking about it last week, man. There's so many people that don't even know this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. There's so many people, and for you to know this, and to not be fervent about it, not to be waking up and be like, I got to do this, right? If your heart and your mindset is not on that, hey, something is wrong. That's why it tells you to, examine yourself, whether you be in the faith. Let's get this. Revelation chapter 3 and verse number 15. It says, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I wish that thou were cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. All right. So understand that, right? The Lord would rather you be on fire for this thing or completely cold, right? Back in the world being a nigga, right? Think about that. I'd rather you either be hot, on fire for this thing, or completely cold and go about your business, right? But you want to sit here and play with this, right? The Lord said he's looking for those who are going to worship him in spirit and in truth, right? He's not looking for, and I'm looking at this, I was watching, what is that? Your boy Sonetta had came on, talking about he wanted to do a debate about the Bible, but it's not sincere. I'm gonna call out all you doing it. All you doing it for is for likes. All you doing it for is for vainglory. And you have some of these Israelites out here doing the same thing, right? They're not fervent for this thing. You have to be fervent. You have to be on fire for this word. All right, you have to be on fire for this word. What was it? Jeremiah. What did Jeremiah say? Jeremiah 20. Let's see. It says, for since I spake, I cried violence and spoil. This is Jeremiah chapter 20, verse 8. It says, because of the word of Yahawah Bahasham was made a reproach unto me and a derision daily, then I said, I will not make mention of him, nor speak any more in his name. But his word was in my heart as a burning fire shut up in my bones. And I was weary and forbearing, and I could not stay. All right. The NLT says, but if I say I will never mention Yahawah Bahasham or speak in his name, his words burns in my heart like a fire in my bones. I am wore out trying to hold it in. I cannot do it, right? Because if when you in this, the spirit and the word, it's going to come out. It's going to come out, right? The Lord said that, remember your first love, or I'll blow out your candlestick. He'll blow that fire out of you, right? So when you have this fire, when you have this fervent, and you have to push this thing. You can't hold this fire in. You can't hold this word in, man. This work, man. Right? You can't, try to trap a fire. Right? A fire is going to spread out. Okay? So, understanding that, this work, man, you have to be fervent in this thing. All right? You have to be fervent in this thing. And sometimes, because a lot of times what we do is we get caught up in the things of this world. We get caught up with, social media, these different things, they try to put out your fire, right? Because they try to basically distract you from what your purpose is, and what your purpose is doing this work, man, and being on fire for the Lord. But if you can push those things to the side, right, the Lord will, can ramp up that fire to you. Continue to pray, continue to read, do these things, man. And tell the Lord to not to remove the distractions from you, so that you can stay on fire. All right, but you have to want to do this thing, right? Let me see. There's a couple more I wanted. Salakia. I went on a whole tangent. Let's see. Salakia. I did actually grab some. So, let's get this one, right? Let's go to the book of Luke 12 and let's go to 35, right? It says, be in readiness, all right? So it says, let your loins be girded about and your lights burning, right? And your loins, talking about your mind, with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? That's what's dressing you up, Remember, the word is what's cleansing your mind. It's cleansing, your heart, all right? So it said, let your loins be girded up about you and your lights burning. It says, be dressed for service and keep your lamps burning. All right. This water is likened unto the word. And what does it do? It cleanses you, right? It cleanses you and changes your whole mindset. All right. So you have to continue to keep it, girded and cleansed. All right. In this word, man, in this truth, man. But you got to get out here and do this work, man. You got to be fervent for this work, man. All right. Matter of fact, let's go back to that. We'll close it back on that. Romans chapter 12 and verse number 11. It says, be not slothful in business, fervent in spirit. It says, serving Yahawah Bahasham, right? So it says, never be lazy, but work hard and serve Yahawah Bahasham enthusiastically, right? Enthusiastically. Matter of fact, I'm going to look it up real quick on my other device, and we'll just, so it says enthusiastically in a way that shows intense and eager enjoyment, interest, or approval. All right. That's what enthusiastically means. All right. In a way that shows intense and eager enjoyment, right? You should be waking up enjoying to do this work, man. And you brothers know, you get on fire, man. You be feeling good, man. You be feeling good about it. So continue this thing, man. Stay fervent in the spirit. All right. Stay hot in the spirit, man, and keep enduring. All right. So I just want to do this quick lesson. Lord's with us was edifying. Right. With that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Halal, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Peace and blessings to the elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad. A mighty shalom to the 144,000 men and to the rest of the elect. Stay diligent, stay focused, right? Stay fervent for this, not slothful in the business, man, right? Be enthusiastic about this, all right? And with that, I want to say shalom.